When we talk about thumbnails, I want you to imagine the last time you were watching a movie, a show, or something on your device. Before watching that, you made a choice. And how did you make a choice? You scrolled. And there was something that stopped the scroll. It wasn't the story at first. It was an image. And that image is the thumbnail. You see, with these movies, these thumbnails are not just decoration. They are something that helps the audience decide whether they want to watch the content or not. With these movies, there are millions of dollars on the line. And they are on platforms like Netflix or Disney that are worth billions. You see the importance of the thumbnail there? So why risk it when your thumbnail decides the fate of all the effort you put in your video? So in this session, I'm going to share with you a couple strategies, some core recipes that you can use that helps you stop the scroll right now. If you use these techniques right now, it will make sure that yours is the thumbnail that will help stop the scroll. So let's get started. Here is our presentation. So the first thing you need to keep in mind is the 2-second rule. That is something I always fall back on whenever creating thumbnail and before publishing. It's a checklist that I always go through. I'm going to share with you a thumbnail for 2 seconds. 1, 2. Could you tell what the video was about? Let me share that with you one more time. And this time, let me ask you this question. Which one is easier to tell in 2 seconds? In other words, in 2 seconds, which of these thumbnails are easier to understand? Which of these thumbnails tell you what the video was about? As you can clearly see with the first thumbnail, it shows you that there's a banana in hand. And it's all about generation. So it's about Nano Banana, and it's about Nano Banana in Photoshop, with the Photoshop icon, and it's very clear to see. On the right-hand side, this is very, very crowded. There's so much going on. There's scenery, there's the prompt, there's another scenery, and it gives another prompt, and there's so much crowd behind the banana and the Photoshop logo, it's just not standing out. And we're going to get to the rule where we talk about zooming in and zooming out. That comes later. But just by looking at it for 2 seconds, and even though we have looked for way more, it's much easier to tell with A. Let me show you how they performed, and they are from very similar channels. Have a look. At the moment, it's much higher, but when I recorded and made this presentation on December 18, it was 576,000 views on this one and 5K views on this one. Both videos were great. If you go back to YouTube and watch them, now I have slightly changed the face here so that it doesn't change or infringe copyright, and I've also changed the thumbnail a little bit, so keep that in mind. But if you were to search on YouTube, you would find that both are from kind of equal channels about the same topic, and yet you see this difference because the thumbnail was much easier to understand in 2 seconds. And that, my friend, is the 2-second rule. Let me share with you one more example. In this example, if you look at the thumbnail for 2 seconds, let me just remove it for you and show it to you again. Can you tell what the video is about? You can clearly tell that it's about applying a pattern to the shirt. There is a pattern, there is an arrow next to it, and it's being applied to the shirt. As simple as that. And that this video still continues to get views. It's an evergreen video. So there's 2 things you can keep in mind. The 2-second test. Look at your thumbnail for 2 seconds and then look away. Think like your audience. Imagine that you are the audience and ask yourself, can I figure out what the video is about from the thumbnail just by looking at it for 2 seconds? If yes, you're going in the right direction. Another thing that I do from time to time is that you squint your eyes just to blur the vision slightly and then look at the thumbnail. You want to make sure that you don't enlarge it too much, just keep it normal size. Blur your vision like this and then look at the thumbnail. Can you still figure out what the video is about? If yes, you're still going in the right direction. So 2-second test and squint test. Keep that in mind.